Okay, let's kick off this explainer. We're diving straight into how the Leadership Channel Institute is literally rethinking leadership development from the ground up. If you've ever felt like your organization's leadership training is, well, scattered or totally inconsistent, you're definitely going to want to stick around for this. Today, we're unpacking a highly structured approach that seamlessly blends the Scalable Leadership Framework certification curriculum with a really unique pathway known as the Leadership Intelligence Journey. So, the crucial point we start with is a massive problem in organizations today. You see it everywhere. Most leaders are trained for a specific role through disjointed, fragmented methods. You get a random workshop over here, a motivational book over there, and the predictable result? Leaders become bottlenecks, teams lose accountability, and organizational growth just completely stalls out. Instead, we really need to shift to training for a system, using a cohesive, systems-based methodology that actually aligns everyone. Here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll be looking at the fragmented leadership problem, the ADAPTS operating system, early leadership stages, advanced leadership stages, institutional legacy, and finally, execution and next steps. Let's jump into Section 1, the fragmented leadership problem, and look at exactly why organizational growth stalls out. Okay, so the Leadership Intelligence Journey solves this fragmentation by functioning as one complete institution. It features 5 distinct schools and a certification pathway that actually verifies your mastery at every single stage. But here's the real secret sauce. These 5 schools directly map to the 5 levels of the Scalable Leadership Framework, or SLF. So instead of a bunch of disjointed programs, you're moving through a unified progression. You go from leading yourself, to leading a small team, to leading a big team, then leading an organization, and finally leading an entire enterprise. It's the whole shebang. Moving right along to Section 2, the ADPTS operating system, the core methodology driving all of this. Every single school in this journey is powered by the ADAPTS model. This is the core operating system throughout the entire Scalable Leadership Framework. What this means for you as a learner is that you literally never have to start over with some new, confusing framework just because you got a promotion. It is all built on over 25 years of global leadership experience across business, government, and ministry. That ensures the actual language of leadership stays consistent as you rise up the ranks. This loop starts by assessing your current capacity and diagnosing specific, unique gaps. From there, you align priorities, build a concrete plan, execute to actually transform, and finally, you sustain those durable new habits. It's a continuous, repeating loop of growth. Now, that brings us to a super fascinating question. If this system is so robust, how on earth can a 13-year-old student and a senior corporate executive operate on the exact same underlying framework? To answer that, let's look at Section 3, Early Leadership Stages, Foundations and Practice. So the very first stop is the School of Emerging Leaders. It's a 6-week virtual program that helps young people ages 13 to 19 build a personal leadership vision and discover their own individual strengths. Now, in the context of the Scalable Leadership Framework, this perfectly maps to Level 1, which is Lead Yourself. It's all about personal mastery and learning to take true ownership of your identity long before you ever try to lead other people. Moving up to emerging professionals and entrepreneurs, we have the 8-week School of Leadership Practice, which acts as the systems track. This also maps directly to Level 1 Lead Yourself, but it introduces a much deeper, values-based discipline specifically for the professional world. The focus here is heavily on adaptability, mindset, communication, and creating highly practical personal leadership action plans, basically so you can lead with true purpose. Let's shift gears into Section 4, Advanced Leadership Stages, Excellence and Executive. For managers and founders, the 8-week School of Leadership Excellence really captures its mission with this quote, focusing on coaching, collaboration, and team growth. This school specifically addresses SLF Level 2, Lead a Small Team. But, it also begins touching on SLF Level 3, Lead a Big Team, where leaders learn to build high-performing teams, establish rock-solid trust, and foster a really strong cross-functional culture with real accountability. Senior leaders and organizational decision-makers then step right into the 8-week Executive Leadership Intelligence Accelerator. This school straddles SLF Level 3 and fully embraces Level 4, which is Lead an Organization. This is all about organizational strategy and scaling systems. You aren't just managing people anymore. You are aligning massive priorities and building sustainable systems. You actually graduate with a completed transformation roadmap so you can scale with real targeted purpose. All right, Section 5, Institutional Legacy, the Legacy Leadership Fellowship. Let's look at the big picture. The ultimate pinnacle of this journey is the School of Legacy Leadership, and this maps to the absolute highest level, SLF Level 5, Lead in Enterprise. This is a customized institutional application explicitly designed for businesses, nonprofits, and government agencies. It's built to create succession pipelines, handle complex governance, and essentially build systems that will completely outlast the current leaders. This is where you culminate your journey by really mastering the art of sustaining a legacy. Finally, we have Section 6, Execution and Next Steps, where we cover the enrollment flow and investment. What makes this entirely different from your run-of-the-mill generic programs are these core commitments. Notice the diagnosis-first approach paired with peer-led cohorts. And to absolutely guarantee measurable outcomes, the stackable pathway actually culminates in the SLF capstone. At the end of their journey, participants must apply this framework to a real-world organization and actually present their transformation roadmap to the faculty. You don't just learn it, you literally have to prove you can do it. Getting started is a seamless 5-step process. It all starts with an application, which, by the way, does include a guardian section for those under 18. That's followed by that proprietary leadership diagnosis we discussed earlier. This assessment completely personalizes your track, matching you to the right school before you move right into acceptance, enrollment, and finally orientation. Here we have a clear breakdown of the investment overview across the 5-tier levels, from foundations and systems all the way up to the circle, accelerator, and custom legacy work. They are all offered at institutional pricing, with group rates absolutely available for organizations that are enrolling multiple leaders across different stages of the framework. It really is a scalable investment for a scalable system. So, the final thought I'll leave you with today is a simple question. Is your organization still stuck in that fragmented workshop trap, just hoping that random books and seminars will somehow build your future? Or are you ready to map your development to a proven system? Think about the legacy your leadership is leaving behind today. And if you're ready to build a system that truly lasts, you might want to explore leadershipchannelinstitute.com/journey.